When the sun rose over the quiet hills of Arkansas, few could have guessed that the day would end with one of the most emotional moments in Duggar family history. For years, fans have followed Jana Duggar, the eldest daughter of Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, waiting and wondering if she would ever find her happily ever after. While her younger siblings married, started families, and moved on with their lives, Jana remained the family's quiet caretaker, tending to her garden, helping raise nieces and nephews, and living in the shadow of endless speculation. But when news broke that Jana Duggar had finally gotten married, the internet exploded. Yet what should have been a joyful celebration quickly took a heartbreaking turn. The secret wedding that shocked Arkansas. The ceremony took place on a crisp autumn afternoon at a small chapel just outside Springdale, Arkansas, a place that had once hosted countless Duggar milestones. Only close family and a handful of friends were invited. No film crews, no TLC cameras, no glamorous decorations. Just a simple, rustic setup. Wildflowers, wooden benches, and a gentle breeze whispering through the pines. Fans were stunned when a few blurry photos leaked online showing Jana in a delicate lace gown, walking down the aisle with her father by her side. But what caught everyone's attention wasn't the dress. It was the emotion in her eyes. "She looked beautiful," one attendee whispered afterward. But there was something deeply sad in her smile, almost as if she knew this wasn't the fairy tale everyone imagined. The groom revealed and the rumors begin. When the identity of Jana's groom was finally revealed, Stephen Wisman, the Nebraska pilot and long-rumored Duggar suitor, fans were initially thrilled. For years, rumors had swirled that the two were quietly courting, even traveling together on family trips. But as more details emerged, the joy turned to heartbreak. Sources close to the family revealed that the wedding, though real, was not without tension. There were disagreements leading up to the ceremony, one insider shared. Jana was torn between following her heart and meeting expectations. Those who know Jana well said she had always dreamed of love story based on mutual respect and understanding. But the pressure of living under public scrutiny made things complicated. Tears behind the smile. During the wedding, guests described a poignant moment when Jana paused before saying her vows. She looked at Stephen, then at her parents, and for a moment it felt like she was somewhere else, lost in her thoughts. Then she smiled faintly and whispered her vows. That image, a beautiful bride with a trembling voice, has stayed with everyone who attended. After the ceremony, instead of an extravagant reception, the couple shared a quiet dinner with family. No dancing, no public spectacle, just soft music, candlelight, and an air of bittersweet reflection. Some fans couldn't help but wonder, was Jana truly happy? Or was this her way of finally escaping years of waiting and speculation? A lifetime of waiting comes to an end. For over a decade, Jana had been known as the Cinderella Duggar. She took care of her siblings, managed the home, and supported everyone else's dreams while her own remained on hold. "I've had so many people ask when I'll get married, but I've learned to be content where God has me," she once said in a TLC interview. Those words echoed powerfully on her wedding day. After all those years, she finally stood at the altar, but life had changed, and so had she. She wasn't the same bright-eyed young girl we saw in early seasons. She's matured, been through heartache, and you can see that strength in her now. Fans react, from joy to heartbreak. The moment photos leaked, social media was flooded with emotional reactions. "I'm crying. Jana deserved a wedding full of joy, not tears," one fan wrote on X, formerly Twitter. "I'm happy she found love, but something about this feels off. She looked so sad," another posted on Instagram. "Maybe it's just nerves, but I hope she's truly at peace," read one heartfelt comment on Reddit. The comments revealed a collective sadness, not because Jana married, but because so many fans could sense the emotional weight behind her quiet smile. Faith, family, and fragile beginnings. As always, faith played a central role in the ceremony. Jim Bob prayed for the new couple, asking God to bless their union and guide them through their new journey together. Michelle offered a tearful hug, whispering, "You've always had such a gentle spirit, Jana. God's plan for you is beautiful." Yet insiders say that even in those tender moments, there was tension. Some family members reportedly disagreed on whether the couple should marry so soon after rekindling their courtship earlier in the year. Still, Jana's determination shone through. She wanted to take control of her life, said one source. She didn't want to be defined by her singleness anymore. She just wanted to love and be loved, even if it wasn't perfect. A private honeymoon and unanswered questions. Soon after the wedding, Jana and Steven reportedly left for a quiet honeymoon in the Ozark Mountains. Fans expected romantic photos or a cheerful update, but there was nothing. No posts, no interviews, just silence. This silence only fueled speculation. Some fans worried the marriage was already strained, while others believed Jana simply wanted privacy after living under a microscope. One fan commented, "Maybe this is her way of finally stepping away from the spotlight. She's earned her peace." A message from Jana, the letter that broke hearts. Weeks later, a handwritten note surfaced on Jana's social media. In it, she finally spoke from the heart. Marriage is a new chapter, one filled with both joy and challenge. I've learned that love is not always fireworks. Sometimes it's quiet understanding. Please keep us in your prayers as we begin this journey, learning and growing together every day. Her words were humble yet haunting. They carried the voice of a woman who had waited her whole life for love, only to realize that love, like life, can be both beautiful and painfully uncertain. Conclusion: a bittersweet beginning. Jana Duggar's Arkansas wedding will forever be remembered as a moment of both joy and sorrow, a day that ended years of waiting but opened a new chapter of unknowns. Fans across the world continue to hope she finds peace and happiness no matter what the future holds. For many, Jana's story reflects something deeply human: the search for belonging, the courage to take chances, and the quiet pain that often hides behind a brave smile. As one fan poignantly wrote, "Jana's wedding wasn't a fairy tale. It was real." And maybe that's what makes it so heartbreakingly beautiful.